And good morning, everybody. There's no one in this morning, but it's okay. Let me clean that lens right there.
Wait, what was like that?
Well, I don't know. I don't think to clean the lens till I look at it. But when I look at it here, it's clear. And then when it goes online, for some reason, it goes like that. Well, anyway, this is Tom. And Ruth's sitting over there. She's got things she has to do today. I promise you there will be a time when she comes on. Today, today is like any other stream. We'll talk about anything anybody wants to talk about. And let's see here. Everybody, okay. Today, I do want to say this. The other day, someone had mentioned to me that they're not really sure that it ever got over 50 to the dollar rate, from Philippine peso to the dollar to the Philippine peso. And so today I want to talk about that briefly. Get that glare out of there. Today I want to talk about that. Don't make me roll after it. How you doing, my friend? Hopefully you're well. How are things with you? Long time no see. How are things? As you know, I'm on Ruth's channel. My other channel has been taken down. It was a heartbreak. 1,000 videos or more, I don't know. The sad thing is I had so many videos of R when she's little, when I first came here, when I first met Ruth, and stupid me, I did not back it up because I never thought that my channel would be taken down. And does it happen to others? Sure, I'm sure it does. I have people that said it's happened to them that's happened to them in big channels, but eventually they got it up after a few months. BT, good morning. How you doing, BT? How are things with you? I like your video today. I was teasing you when you said, I am naked in the bed. And I go, thought I was teasing you. They were talking about the rate, the rate of it was funny. The rate to the dollar. And I started doing some research on this morning, just before I came on. And it was amazing. People kept saying, it's never been over 50, never been over 50, but it has. In 2016, the dollar to the Philippine peso was 50 peso for every dollar. It's 50 and change. In 2017, it got up to 51. 2018, this is interesting, it got up to 54. Some of the exchange rates got it up to 55, 56, but it averaged out 54 at the highest point in 2018. Now, I find that very strange. I thought it was a little higher than that. Because everyone calls me guapo, and that's a term of something good or bad. That can be good or bad. Everybody calls me guapo too. And guapo in what way, right? No, I know what you're saying though. I'm teasing with you. In 2019, the dollar to the Philippine peso rate, the highest it got that year. Now, granted, it evened out, and then they have the rate. But I'm talking about, what did it get up to during that year? What was that point that it got up to in 2019? Go figure. It got up to 54 at that time, 2019. It did go up a couple of months there to 54. It went back down in 2020, which I find that very interesting. In 2020, it went down to 52 to the dollar to the peso. And of course, now here it's at 57. I was asking Ruth the same thing. There was a point, and I could not find it this morning. There was a point, I think it was like in 2017, 18, when we were here, it got up like 56, 55, 56, but I couldn't find it. It says it never got there, but I could have swore it did, unless they were at the Forex. I use Forex, unless they were reporting it that way, and I don't know. But we have, you know how it goes like this, like this, like this. But I remember getting up 56 then. But it did in 2018 and 19. It got 54 and change. And in 2020, now it's 52. And in 2020, it's 52, the highest rate it got. Of course, now it's 57.01 this morning, 57. And I think the highest, in fact, I looked this morning, the highest it got was 57.43. Yeah, it's the highest it's ever been. Oh, good morning, Mitch. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing somebody. Because everything guapo, yeah. What do you think you can go to now? I don't know. I don't know. Mitch, good morning. Thank you for the super chat. And good to see you, my friend. Yeah, 57.43 according to Ruth gave it. It did the highest it's ever been now. Yeah, in 2000, now listen, in 2018-19, it did the same thing. It stayed for like a couple of months. It would go down a little bit, but it stayed for about 18. In 2018, it stayed up for a while. I'm not sure that it didn't get up to 56, but I'm not quite positive. According to Google, and according to Forex Exchange, it never got up to 56, but I could have swore it did. So I'm wrong. But I am right that people said it never got over 50, but it did. In 2018, it got up to 54 and stayed. In 2019, it stayed. What months it stayed, I did not write that down. But in 2000, now 57.01. But whether it doesn't matter how long it stays. It's how you take advantage of it at that moment. Now, a lot of people have accounts, dollar to peso. For example, Ruth goes to town. She pulls out $200, and with the exchange rate, I end up getting they only charge me $193, minus the fees, because I don't pay any bank fees or anything like that through the cards, because international cards. So they don't charge me any fees. So I go get money at no charge, but then I gain a benefit of $7, which is 350 peso. Can't beat that, right? So, it's a deal. I mean, that's a deal 100%. So, which is exciting. It's actually exciting. So, Mitch might could tell us. Mitch is, I'm going to guess 60 by Christmas. Maybe wrong. The dollar is soaring. Yeah. Good morning, Mark King. How you doing? Yeah. High five, Mark. Mitch, all. BT. Don't make me roll after it, my good friend in Atlanta. How you doing, man? How's things going? Worked alone on Kennedy Space Center pad 39B. Just me and the Artemis 1 rocket today. Oh, man. So did you guys have a good time? No, I tell you what, that'd be cool. Hey, Mitch, if I come there, no, I'd have to have clearance. There's no way I can get there. I might get the clearance, but I think it's too much hassle to get the clearance. I don't think you could bring a visitor. But Ruth would, I don't know, but I'm just going to guess. Me and Ruth both will probably pee in our pants. Excitement. Mark King, good morning. You got some cool videos, Mitch. Yeah, Mitch does have some good videos. He's always done good videos, man. His channel to me is underrated. It's very underrated. If people would see those, it would get 1 million views. He's always been a good subscriber and a good friend. All you guys have. In fact, every one of you here are. And Mark doesn't have a channel, but Mark King doesn't have one. Mitch has one, and it's really underrated. Don't Make Me Roll After doesn't have a channel. BT, you have one. You just now recently started, and things are going well, and so just keep up what you're doing. Yeah, highest rate, okay. 57.35 on the 15th of September, 22. Average, 54 over this period. Lowest, 51 on April the 22. Mitch, I was looking. In 2017, well, 16 and 17, 16 was 50 to whatever, 51. 18 and 19 said averaged around 54. I could have sworn 18 and 19. Ruth said the same thing. It went up 57. But we couldn't find any documentation to get that, because what we did, I screenshot it. It's 57 and change in 2018-19. I screenshot it. And the phone that I had at that time lost videos. I even went back into photos and I couldn't find it. I looked this morning because you know how it is. I could have swore it got up to 56, 57, 58 back then. But even at 57.01 this morning, can't complain by that, you know. I've shared some of them, but my channel's so little it doesn't help folks much. Yeah, I understand. Tim D, good morning. How you doing, Tim? Good to see you. Tim's got another great channel. Tim, it's good video you did. You just did one on the rate. But in 2016, 50, 2017, 51, 18 and 19 average out 54 peso on the average, according to Google. And I'm still researching that 57. 56, 57, but I know it was in 54. Well, according to Google this morning, it was 54 and 54 on the average, and or got up, not an average, ended up being like 49 or something, 48, 44. But the highest point. And guys, I know guys that when it got to 54, made a fortune. And what I mean, a fortune, they just transferred money and got money and did everything else with it, pulled the money and, made a fortune. I mean, like the $1,000, $2,000 fortune. Yeah, they sure did. And all they did was just move the accounts here. And one guy told me back then, I'm on memory, his name is Rick. He made a little over $1,800 in just the transaction. So money's to be made like that. A lot of guys do it. They deposit money, exchange money, and they get the good rates. So Dempty, good morning. Great video you just did. Tom, you know how you don't have your email listed on your new channel like you did on your old channel? I told someone about your foldable home, so it's going to get your email. Oh, okay. Here, let me put on my email. Let me put it on there now. Yeah, in fact, I got to find that. Video and those videos. I don't know, 150,000 views on that one video. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see here. It's this is it. There you go. There you go. That's it right there. Good morning, John Ferris. Oh, it's 57.25 to the dollar now. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm not interested in subscribers, just trying to reserve some history, even if it's on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I tried to do, Mitch. And, no reasoning. I just want to tell, this is going to be 30 seconds. You guys don't want to hear stories. You don't want to hear troubles. But I'm just going to tell you one quick story. I talked to one lady, support, says, yeah, you've been targeted by a group of spammers, but we can't do anything about it this second. We're tracking. Okay, the channel's offline. Okay, can you bring it back? Not at this time. Team YouTube says it's not coming back on because it was you did fair use. Now it's two different stories, two different AIs. Now, when you talk to YouTube, you think you're talking to a person. You're talking to AIs. And a friend of mine works at Google said, no, you're talking to an AI. You're not talking to a person. You have to get to the person to help you out. So that's why I'm using Twitter. Twitter replied to me day before yesterday. He says, yes, we have found your channel and found it very interesting. Hey, Chicha, this window's open, darling. Oh, no, never mind. Thank you. I'm sorry. And Twitter replied, YouTube, we will help you with this, sir. Just give me a link channel. Well, we couldn't find it. Ruth found it. So we'll see. And that was 2 days ago. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm not interested in subscribers. Hope it works, Mitch. Yes. I just looked and it's 57.25 to US dollar. So John Ferris, how you doing, my friend? Hopefully you're well and good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm on early today, guys. I'm on early. The reason I'm on early today is I have a couple. I have an American and his wife coming by today. It's a friend of mine from the mountains. It was Tom, my name, Tom. We had Tom Shipman. Then we had Tom, this Tom. So there was 3 Toms at the restaurant the other day. 3 Toms. So anyway, they're coming by this morning to look at the van. And so I wasn't sure what time they're coming. And so I thought I'd do a quick live stream because they could come now or they could come, 10 hours from now. I don't know. Most important thing, I got my coffee. And, relax. So Hopefully you're doing well, John Ferris. I have your email, but it's not going to post on your email someone else's live stream. Oh, it's okay, Mark. You could. I understand. I understand. Well, there it is. And thank you so much, Mark. And thank you for helping me. Thank you guys for your loyal support. A lot of people cannot find me, and they're looking for me. I mean, the channel's growing. I mean, I surely can't complain by it. The channel is growing tremendously, and thank you so much for the support that you guys have given me, and the support that you guys come on and help me with that, because I can't do it without you guys, and I can't do it without the support. I mean, Zeddy, a friend of mine, says, I just found you. And I said, I've been waiting for your videos. People will wait and forget. You're only like 6-7 seconds, and people forget you. So I'm in that process. So Tom, when you had 3 Toms, which one was the real Tom? Exactly. There was 3 Toms in the restaurant. It was funny in Ollie's. It was me, Tom Shipman, having lunch, and then the other couple, Tom, that's coming here today. They live kind of up in the mountains, and he was telling me that he's headed back to U.S. Next year, so he'll be going back next year to U.S. And same thing, different reasons, different things. I said, all of us are leaving. And Tom's going back, Tom Shipman's going back. Of course, he's working, and he come for vacation, and Tom's going back. And I said, what reason you're going back? I said, everybody asked me, why are people leaving? And of course, people are coming, like BT, he's here. And he said it's same old hat. Sometimes you get tired of the same old hat. I said, okay. And what does that mean? He said, it's because that I'm tired of fighting the battles. I'm tired of not having the power. I'm tired of power outages 7, 8 times, 10 times a week, and out. The other day it was out. He said his house was 9 hours, and he said it gets hot, and they're tired of fighting the battles. And he said, I don't have tons of money to go buy $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in solar, but I do have enough money to go back to the States, and we'll figure it out there, So that's the reason he said he's going back. Oh, thank you, Ruth. There's Ruth. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Ruth. What is that link to, Mama? Oh, is that to the new channel? Okay. So, but as well as I do, anyway, I'm done with that negativity. But so 5701, 5735, 5743, 5743, and I guess it dropped down this morning. So Ruth and I too, were thinking that, at 57, here's the thing that I've noticed. The rate is at 57, but things have gone up tremendously. So the benefit, you may be getting the benefit at the bank, but you're not necessarily getting benefit when you go purchase stuff. Fuel has decreased to 63.64 per liter. So even at 64 per liter, what is it? You guys tell me, I forget now. 4 or 5 liters to the gallon. No, 3.87 liters to the gallon. So you can kind of have an idea what fuel is. Well, to maintain it and to BT, also make sure you have full coverage insurance on that thing. Not only protects you, but the other person. A friend of mine just had an accident yesterday, and American, and he thought he had full coverage. New car, brand new car, had full coverage, and come to find out it did not. So he has to repair his own car. The insurance covered the other guy, but he has to repair his own car, and it's going to cost him about $280,000, maybe $400,000 to repair his car just on fenders in the front fender and a couple other things. They're really simplicity things that you could probably get. They're gonna have to ship them in. It's gonna take probably 2-3 months for it to ship in. And like I said, really short on auto body shops here. They have them, but they're limited. So he's really distraught, really upset. So what he's gonna do is fix it up, and then he's gonna get rid of it because of that. And full coverage doesn't mean they will cover your car up to a certain extent, but not cover it all the way. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. Yeah, 3.75 liters per gallon, Mitch is saying. Yes. John, okay. So, John, how's things with you? How you find any gold lately? How's the gold market? What's going on with that? Tim D, have prices gone up considerably since the exchange rate has increased? Yeah, and you know what, Tim? It really has. It seems like it's not only that. In some cases, depending on what items you're purchasing, it's almost half increase, half the product price. We buy a small jar of Skippy. Okay, Skippy can run anywhere from $3, $4 for a small, very small container. It's set right there, small container. It's gone up almost $6 now for the same jar. Oh, they're not. They changed your mind? Really? Okay. They changed your mind. Okay, so it is required at this office. I did read that there's some restrictions that fix other car, but only minor things with mine. They drive. But the drivetrains are covered. I see. Good morning, Sperlin. How you doing, my friend? How are things with you? Inflation is worldwide and not going down anytime soon. I agree with you. Yeah. But only minor things. Yes. I often wondered. We got to go. We got to renew mine this month. My thing, and I'll do a video on it on exactly what's going to be the cost. Because we have our plate and everything, but we got to go renew the insurance, and we got to go renew the other, the registration and all LTO and all that stuff. We're going to go do that. Ruth said it's probably going to cost about $100, but I will keep everybody appraised on how much that's going to be. But we're going to do that. We have to do it first of the month, so we wanted to make sure we always keep that up. Here where we're at, LTO always has roadblocks, and they're always checking. I mean checking. They check the driver's license, all that stuff, And I agree with you. Oh, piece of cake, Sperlin Edwards. How you doing, Sperlin? Good to see you. Scott Expat. How you doing, Scott? Good to see you too. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. BTU, in the market, it's not bad, but stores have doubled a lot of things since I got here in April. I've noticed, for an example, here's an example. Ruth's taking care of the budget. Here's the money, go to the bank and do whatever. And it's newly to her because I've always been doing it. And not as if I want to do it, but it's more like self-worth. Kind of know what I mean. So I said, okay, so she's in charge of that. And she says, I didn't really pay any attention to it because they always just gave me the money and I just go buy it. And I never really look at the prices. But now since I'm in charge of that department, I'm really looking at the prices. Daddy Tom, do you know that that's almost 350 peso per kilo? I said, what? He said, this fish. I said, 350 peso, that's $7 a kilo. She goes, yeah. She goes, over here, this one is 450 per kilo. So she's telling me these prices. She went and bought some head lettuce. We found head lettuce. Thank God we found some head lettuce. She bought 2. And the others didn't look so well, she said. So she bought 2 nice heads of lettuce, so we had that. Tomatoes there, and no white or yellow onion as of yet. She said they're there. But when she came home, I said, where's the white and yellow onion? So I'm not sure if she didn't look or she didn't find it or it's there and she forgot it. I'm not sure. But I love white onion is my favorite. I have heard in some channels they're starting to talk about there may be a worldwide depression. Gary T. High five. Good morning, Gary T. Good to see you, my friend, and thank you so much. Those gobblers are growing. The guys. Why did you guys decide to raise turkey instead of chickens? Well, you know what? Sammy Chavez, good morning. If I miss you guys, I apologize because I get to jabbering. I'm not one of these guys that stay on the phone. In the market, not so bad, yeah. So, good morning, Sammy. Good morning, Scott Expat. Gary T, good morning. So, you know what, Gary T, I decided to, it wasn't me, Ruth wanted to raise the turkeys. She likes turkeys better. She said they're easier to raise than the chickens, and you will get a lot more money in the long run on the turkey than you will the chickens. Turkey a pair can go Depending on the type, this particular type here, they go a little bit more than the black and than the brown turkeys, and they can vary in price. They can go anywhere from a pair to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 a pair. So a pair, male and female. So it just depends. But she now has, I don't know, 10 more eggs. So we're gonna have turkeys. And there's still 8 plus 1 is 9. Still 9 out there, and they're growing. By Thanksgiving, they're gonna really be plumped up. Yeah. So that's what she said. Gary T. I hear some channels they're starting to talk about there may be a worldwide depression. Yeah. You know what? I'm always one of these guys that and you guys remember the 80s? You guys remember the 80s in the U.S., whether it's worldwide or not? It seemed like worldwide when it happens to you individually there in the States. And you try to sell something, you go buy something, and the economy is really horrible, and no jobs, and this, that, and other. I think that what's going to happen is when that happens is, it's no matter who you are or where you're at, it's just going to be tough for everybody, and it's going to be very tough. I came here in 2012. Cigarettes were 300 pesos. Now they're 1,100 peso. Whoa. That's $22. So $6 to $22. Yeah. Wow. Tim D. Wow. Tom, it's time you start to eat the weeds. Plenty of God's greens growing right around you. Your spinach, cancon or water spinach, kids pool, harvest daily. Yeah. I get tired of eating it. We had it yesterday, and we had it a couple days before that. I'm just tired of eating that spinach. It's good for you. I'm tired of eating the yams. I'm basically just tired of eating the same old thing here. Coleslaw, at least we got the lettuce. Ruth made she found some cauliflower and broccoli at the market. Yeah, Yahoo, that's a big thing, right? And she made cauliflower, broccoli and beef together and made it. It was delicious. It's just a scale of 1 to 10. It was a 10. And I got to stop eating the rice. I'm starting to eat the rice. We're eating the red rice, the diabetes rice for diabetics, and it does really good. At least I'm not as bloated. So, yeah, and I agree with you. Scott, I expect green. Scott, good morning. Tim D, good morning. You guys saying okay long? Yes, hello everyone. Okay long. Mark Mitch saying hello. Sammy. So how's Sammy doing? And you know what? Sammy, congratulations on getting a solar panel. High five to you, and that's good. You got a battery, and so you're set with that. That's good. Good. So Sammy is saying hi. Sperlin, Scott, BT 400 plus. Just hit the thumbs up, guys. Don't cost nothing. Exactly, 400 plus. So high five, you guys. Yeah, hit the. Let's see. Oh, yeah, high five. 400. Sammy, Kuyi Tom, Mommy, Kuyi Tom, Mommy, Judy, wait your email here. Take off your comment. Judy, wait your email to here. YouTube took off your comment to my video. Sorry for that. Huh. Okay, I don't know anything. Kuyi Tom, Judy, wait your email. Okay. Tom Roos turkeys are going to run you off, and you wait. Did you say it exactly, Mark King? She's got some slotted to sell. I don't know all the particulars about it. I leave it up to her. It's her deal. I just have her now. We have them all pinned up where they're not running free, so we can grow our grass. Our grass is kind of getting icky. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that they'll eat up everything grass. They don't know how to hit the thumbs up. A lot of them are lookers. I tell you what, a lot of them. I know where about 100 of them are. They're at a call center in Orlando, Florida. It's the girls that work for AT&T. They handle the phones there, and they just put me in the background as a favor to me. They're part of the old RV group I had. Bill Pruitt, good morning. High five, Bill Pruitt. How are things with you? Yeah. Tom, my bad. I said the turkey land. Exactly. Hi, Bill. It's not all set, Kuyi Tom. I need more things for my grid setup. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, you'll need some type of charge controller and a inverter or inverter charge controller combined, and you're set. You're ready to rock. We were talking. I looked last night at Harbor Freight. They have the Harbor Freight has some pretty good stuff, and Tom Shipman is helping Ollie with his solar needs here because they have solar here, but the batteries are the problem. So shout out to Mr. Tom Shipman for helping. The reason why I'm saying this, they have what's it called, the jacket there. It's a great solar generator. It'd be perfect for Ollie. They have one that's 4,000 or 5,000 watts it can handle, and that would be ideal. All you do is hook a solar panel to it, and you're ready to rock and roll. And you can do his fans, and you can do an air con with that. He has an 1,800 watt air con, 2 horse, and that'll easily handle that 2 horse. Sammy, sorry guys, need to go now. Busy Sunday. Okay, see you later, Sammy. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for spending your time. Tom, just try a couple of over easy turkey eggs just once. You know what? We could do that. I don't know that R will eat them or Ruth will eat them. I would. I'll eat them. I don't mind doing that. It's no different than chicken. Would you eat turkey eggs, R, like for breakfast? No. Are you crabby? Yeah. Oh, okay. I love you. What do you feel about those Wi-Fi repeaters and portable Wi-Fi? Sperlin, they're good. Yeah. Scott Expert is saying the Ruth's turkeys are looking good. Thank you so much, Scott. Yeah, they are. They're looking good and healthy. She really takes care of them. They're really healthy, and I got to tell you, their eyes are clear. They're looking good. They get out. They're active. They're very motivated. She takes them like herding them. She's got a couple sticks, and she herds them over in this field with grass. And she says all they need is 5 minutes of that grass, and they'll eat enough grass for the day. And she herds them right here, and they come right back. They follow her, and then they run to the cage. It's funny to see it. They just run to the cage. Can't wait to get back in the cage. And so, yeah, I'll try to do that. So what do you feel about the Wi-Fi repeaters? I think they're good. We have 3 of them right here. We got from PLDT. They're sitting right here. Really, we have these measurements are really good that I can't use. If everybody needs a repeater, I got to just come by here and pick up one because I have them right here. PLDT's calling now every day, 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day to have a sign back up with PLDT, and it become a nuisance. Ruth has blocked them on their phone, and I have blocked them on my phone. And inadvertently, I called them from this phone here, which is my new phone, that I have a different phone number. Inadvertently, I gave them that number one day. Now they're calling this phone for the business back. I said, why? Your internet's been down all week. I told them that on the phone. Why would I go to you? Your internet here is down right now. Oh, no, it's not, sir. Yes, it is. It's down. It's down. And how I know it is because the neighbor just told me it's down. Good morning, Kevin and Gemma. How you doing, Mr. Kevin and Gemma? High five. How's Miss Gemma doing? Good to see you. And so Sperlin, yeah, those repeaters are good. They work good. We had one in the Blessing House. We're good for the yard. It works really good. The USD has been pretty strong, Gary T is saying, against the peso. In your situation, you find you're getting more bang for your buck, or the prices in the Philippines are so high that you see no benefit. Gary T, they are going high, and I don't see any benefit. I've not seen a benefit of that going up. Fuel is the only thing staying constant right now. Everything else is going up. Even buying vegetables is going up. Even if you say, for instance, I had to ride a tuk-tuk, that's gone up now. It was 20 peso. Now it's $1 to ride it. Almost 85 cents to ride it. So I just say $1, 85 cents to ride it. I give them $1, you know, to ride it, 50 peso, because you know I don't want the change back. Here you go to ride it. Are you crabby? Yeah, she said she's crabby. I can always tell, man. I said, are you crabby? Why? And she's just crabby. I don't know. So I'll get her in a good mood. So Gary T, great question, my friend. Good. Good morning, Kevin and Gemma. How's Miss Gemma doing? How's she feeling? British Expat, good morning. Good morning. Catch up from the beginning. How you doing, my friend? British Expat, we're talking about in 2016. You were here with me. 2016, 50 the highest rate it got during that year was 50. In 17, it got to 51. In 18, it got to 54. It stayed for a couple of months. In 19, it got to 54, and it stayed for, I forget this morning. I did it on Google this morning. In 2020, it stayed at 52 for a while, for like 3 months. Of course, now it's 57 and change, whatever that is. So I remember the other day, I'm not kidding you. I think it did get up higher than that, 54, 55. But according to Google, it didn't, and Google's right? Solar is good for the Philippines. The batteries, I think you're going to Texas Philippine channel. He had some thing on the solar power and where he got the batteries for solar panels. Yeah, he was using, well, he may change. I'm not going to say what he was using. What he was using before was a different style, and I think he ended up getting some lithium batteries. And if he got lithium, that was the key. Lithium is hard to come by here. It's really hard. It's very expensive. Lithium batteries, you need at least to do a solar right. You need at least 100 amp hours, at least minimum 100 amp hours to do it right. And that's going to cost you $1,000 right there just in batteries for that. 250 amp hour is like 200 and change for that, and that'll do a little. Well, I have that here. I added some more to this. I have a little over 400 amp hours, and it still won't run the aircon. I need at least 600 to 800 amp hours to run this aircon. So, and you guys understand that. MD, good morning. Welcome. Kevin, Jim, good morning. Thank you, MD, for coming on. John, British expat. John, good to see you, and hopefully you're well. You're looking good. You're looking really dapper. I saw you last night. Scott expat. Well, after the stream, you closed the stream down, and I went in. I had Ruth's phone, and she was on her channel, and I clicked in, I guess as you were closing down last night on your stream, because my phones were dead in a doornail, power outage, and couldn't charge them. And even though I had solar, I thought it was plugged in, and it wasn't plugged into the solar because it's just a cord plugged into here, and somebody had unplugged it. Kids. So Google is not always right, okay? Exactly. I watch. By the end of the day, I'll have my answer, and if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But 54, even at 54, that's a good rate. Now back then at 54, when it was in 2017 and 18. 18 and 19, I did get benefit. I got good benefit then. I remember that. Now, no benefit. Everything's just gone back up. John Ferris, good morning. I'm still here. I'm just in a meeting. Oh, okay. John Ferris, thank you for sticking on, man. I appreciate it. Scott Expat, good, they're big in size, be worth it. Yes, you're right. They are pretty big in size. Those turkeys really grown a lot, Scott Expat. Tom, today I'd gone to the store. I've been there 4 boneless ribeye steaks, $42. I remember you were able to buy them for $10, like 6 months ago. Wow, Mark Ing, that's expensive. Mitch is the expert. Tell me how the ribeye stuff going at Winn-Dixie in Publix. Publix gonna be more expensive, but how the ribeye's going there? I want a ribeye. John Ferris, good morning. They're saying hi. Sana All MD, good morning, Sana. Lots of the wealthy are showing their portable solar generators on a 9860, how great they are, but not on an Aussie pension. Exactly. Same thing here. Listen. All right, it's either like this. I add 1,000 to my solar, be 100%, or excuse me, I have 1,500, or just save my money and not worry about it. It's not the end of the world if I lose power. Is it a nuisance? Yes. I still have TV. I still have internet. I still have fans. I still have fridge, ice cold water. I still have everything I need in this house. I still have lights. I can still charge all my phones and laptops and everything on this solar. The only thing I cannot do is run that aircon. So it gets hot. I turn on that fan, and if the aircon's on right now and the air say goes out, you turn on that fan and the house stay cool for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on the sun outside and the heat. And if it's gray skies, let's say 3 or 4 hours, and then that power would be back on again. I was at Fry's store too. That was at Fry's. Wow. Some prices increased 100%. Dentist was 1,000, pace down 2,000. Doc visits $500 down to $12,000. They just came their price. Kevin, it was funny. It's funny how you said that. A friend of mine, Tom Shipman, really good friend, good guy. He was telling me his wife. He was telling me the same thing, that the price increased. And of course here, what they want to do, the first things first, I just pull a tooth. Well, 500 peso was the rate. Now it's 1,000 to 2,000 peso. A lady here in town is 2,000 peso, $40 to pull a tooth, where it was $10 before. Luckily, Ruth had her work done on her teeth. I still have a lot of work to do on my teeth. I'm just honestly fearful of going to the dentist, and fearful this, that, and other. One person said I have to go to a orthopedic surgeon or some kind of surgeon to get this one out because they're afraid to do it. And that means I have to go to CDO, and you know, come on. I'm going to drive all over. You know, it's not bothering me, so I'm not going to do anything about it. Tim D, it was 37 in 2012. Let's see, 2012. Wow, 37. Now, averages in 2017, 2018, Tim was 44, 45 was the average for the year. But during that year, it got up. In 17, 18, and 19, it got up, and even in 20, it peaked out. I'm talking peaked at 52. Even if it peaks at 54 and you have an opportunity, it peaks for 24 hours. I'm saying it lasted longer than 24 hours. But I'm because I remember that it lasted for like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. Mark, was that fries? Yeah. Try buying them at Longhorn Steakhouse, probably $300. I just go buy me a cow. Problem, it's grain fed, grass fed. Grain fed, no. Grass fed, yes. Grass fed, better, yes. It depends. It depends what breed of cattle it is. These are Brahmas, and it's good. It's good meat. How's Jane enjoying Australia, Sydney, mate? The girls are having fun, mate. You should have come to, mate. Scott Expat. You know, I tell you what. You going back? Is Jane? You're back in Australia? I thought you were New Zealand, John. Yeah, I've been to Longhorn Steakhouse in 4 years. They have them here. They have Outback here. I've not been to them. Well, I walked into Outback and saw it was $40 and walked right back out. I said, I'm not paying that for a steak. No way. I'll take the $40 and give it to Ruth and have her go do it. And that's exactly what I did. I said, here's you and our some money. Go buy some stuff. Let's see. Brish, John, you never give me rude questions. Ask anything, my friend. There is not such thing as rude question. What did your system cost, Tom? I have right here, I have 1,200 watts on the roof of solar, and I have 400 and change amp hour battery with the controller, with the box, the power supply, the inverter, everything. The other one's a grid tie-in inverter at the bottom. All cost about $1,800. Okay? I need to spend about another $1,000 to $1,500 in batteries. Lithium batteries, not lead acid and not gel batteries. Don't waste your money on lead acid or gel. And I need to buy lithium, or the new, what's it called? You guys tell me. Anonymous? I'm not pronouncing it right. Anyway, or new lithium. And I'd have the solar. So $1,000, $1,500, I'd be 100%. So I would be solar. Instead of me paying $7,000 a month, $7,200, $7,300 a month on my electricity, I'd be 100%. It would pay for itself in a year. But in a year I might be in US. So you guys see my dilemma. So I think I'd save that money for a plane ticket is what I looked at. That's exactly what I'm doing. And I just grin and bear it. I hope I'll be in the U.S. Well, if I'm not, I'll be there in 2 years. If I'm not, 3 years. It's okay. But I still save the money. I'm thinking, you know. It's whatever USCIS gets their things together. I have a friend that's already there and filed 6, 8 months ago. He's already there. I go, man. I watch exchange rate. Bill Pro is saying rate every day. When I show Rose 57.30 the other day, jaw hit the floor with excitement. Yay! So Bill Pratt, when you coming? When you coming? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. I'll change on. I've not been Longhorn. What did your system cost? So British expat, they are enjoying things so far. Got two by three sisters yesterday. So you guys are in Australia. Good for you. Great to hear. Let's see. I'm looking after the dog. Are you at home? Are you here in the Philippines, or did you go? Are you in Australia, John? Miss Brumwell, let's see. Yes. Let's see here. Yeah, Bill Pruitt. Bill, nice to see you, man. John, hi from Phoenix, Arizona. John, good to see you. Another great channel. You guys check him out. How's John doing? Good to see you, my friend. And nice to see you here. And thank you. I brought steak at Aldi yesterday. It cost me $5. It tastes good. Porterhouse by Worth. We're talking to Kohl's. They were charging $21 for steak. Whoa! That's a lot. 21 bucks. Yeah, British expat. You're welcome, my friend. You can ask any question anytime to me. I'm never one of these guys that get mad. Somebody asks me questions. I'm more of a helper teacher that way. I can't stand nobody not helping somebody. It's like I was telling OR this morning. There was a kid in school. People would pick on him all the time, and all he was doing was asking questions. And I said, let him ask the questions. You guys quit picking on him. I was the guy. I didn't care. I was skinny. I was never a big guy. I was a skinny guy. People tossed me around like like a peanut. But I'd go up against the big boys. It didn't matter to me. I was hard-headed like a bull. And the guys would always pick on this guy. But they would be quiet because they knew I was a bull and never gave up. For the Rancher's Choice Winn-Dixie ribeyes, $3.99 a pound. So 5 pounds of meat was about $20. Seminole Indian cattle, all grass-fed. High five. That's what I want. I want that. And you know what, Mitch? The beef people, you can't beat them. They are the best. To me, it's the best steak in the world. I've never had a steak any better than a Winn-Dixie steak. People just laugh at me. I said, did you try it? If you've not tried it, try it. John Ferris, come on, people, and please hit the like button. High five. Hit the like button, yes. I did a video on veggie meat price here in Australia. 103-year-old business have not posted yet. Put it on. Put it on. I'll get to the challenge, guys. I lost notifications, and what I mean by that is when everybody's notified on my channel, I don't get the notifications anymore. So I'll just be honest with you. I went through Ruth's channel last night because I forgot all the people like yourselves that come on my channel. I forget. My memory is only this long. Like Tim D, for an example. I'm a subscribers channel. Riley's. Check out the Riley's. I'm a subscribers channel. And I said, oh, check out the Riley's. So I went on his channel, left some comments. And he's in Hawaii. He went back to the States for, take care of business, whatever. And he'll be back to the Philippines. But I was sitting there going through all the lists last night. It's like, man, I forgot this person, I forgot this person, I forgot this person, I forgot this person. And you go down the list, and this is just a few. Because Ruth's channel is completely different than my channel. So if I miss you guys' videos, I apologize. All you gotta do is leave a comment, and I'll come right to you. Like Phillies to Phoenix. Since I lost my channel, I have no way of knowing Phillies to Phoenix is one that I got to go back and subscribe to him. And wherever the house is done, but got to keep working till then. Yeah. Oh, you coming back whenever the house is done? I see. Kevin Nash, good morning. How's Kevin Nash doing? How is Kevin? So how did I get the moderator? Oh, I can't. I was going to make you a moderator. I can't. I'm not a mod on Ruth's channel. Go figure, right? So good morning, Tom, Ruth, audience. Will you keep that house empty while in USA all closed up? We will. Yeah, we'll have somebody stay over here possibly at the Blessing House and just keep this one locked up, and then just maintain her outside around the house and things like that. It'll be fine locked up. It's tight. Let me tell you how tight this house is. If you close the bedroom door, you have to push it shut because it's like a car door. You know how tight it is? It doesn't close till you roll down the window and you close it? That's how this house is. We're sleeping last night. It's so loud outside. I took the dog out to pee. It's so loud, the karaoke and the partying and loud. I come in here, lay down in my bed. I could not hear one sound. I go, this is the reason why I bought this house. It's so nice. Now, if they're playing karaoke right at that window, I can hear it. Or if their neighbor over here, I can hear it. And if it's neighbor right here, I can hear it. But if it's a neighbor across the street or right down the road, I can't hear it. So good morning, Kevin Nash. Thank you for coming on, my good friend. And thank you for that. We love you, Kevin. We love you. Scott Expat, I hope they enjoy that time in Sydney. Chris Beecham's up there in Sydney. Brother Christopher Beecham. Good. He is a good guy, that guy is. He is a good guy. I Kevin Nash Kitchen. Guaranteed. Did you find you're currently getting the same amount of questions about living in the Philippines you get prior to the honey badger? Just trying to see. It's same. And interest is the same. The ones that have my email is the same. Yes. I'm not getting a lot on the comments because I would get some from the comments. Tom, let me ask you a question. And I get a few now, and I still get the same amount of emails where people still have my emails and the ones doing, but I don't get as many as I did off the channel itself because it only has 1,200 subscribers on it now. But it's growing. I mean, you guys realize it's only been 2 weeks and or so, and I've gotten 1,000 subscribers. And it's because of the guys like you that's come on, subscribe to the channel that go on, and whether it gets up, I don't really care if it gets up to 5,000 in states. That's not subscribers is just the thing. It's the communication between everybody, and communicating to the guys, wonderful guys like you guys. It's Kevin Ash. I will occupy the Blessed House and feed the turkeys while they do bucket lists in the United States. Yeah, we're going to switch places. We're going to Mitch's house. He's going to come here. He's going to stay here. He can stay in the foldable house as far as that is concerned. You stay here and you can stay inside and have all the comforts in here, whatever that is, and enjoy yourself here. Yeah, no worries about that. And if we still have that van, you can drive the van. I'm not worried about that, Mitch. Not worried about it at all. By the way, I know I will not be able to drive that new beautiful Mercedes that your wife has, not yours, your wife's car. And it's a beautiful car she has. I noticed that she had it out, and I guess she was cleaning it. British Expat, every time I'm notified the channel is on, I watch anyhow and push the like button and watch the first few minutes on the background. But of course, when Ruth is here, I just can't put it down. I know. Ruth is, she's sweet, guys. She's just sweet. She doesn't mean any harm to nobody. She doesn't harm anybody. People hurt her feelings. It really hurt her feelings the other day when they took my channel off, and she was so angry about it, and she says, quit YouTube. I said, I'll never quit it. I said, never give up, honey. She goes, next day she says, yeah, I know, I'm not giving up. But just sweet, Kevin Ash, I'm not familiar with the Seminole Indian beef strains. $3.99 sounds cheap. It's sure good. It's good. It's very good. It's very good. Good beef. A lot of cattle. You know what, Kevin? Research this. Go online and pick up, do this, which I know you're good at. You're good research. Go online and find out the largest state for raising cattle, the largest ranchers, and or the largest dairy producing states. It's gonna really, you think it's up north, right? It's gonna really mess you up. Dairy at one time there in Florida was like #1 in the nation for all the milk because of the dairy producing plants. In fact, there in Brandon, Mitch knows this, and Brandon was started by all the dairy farmers there, and the dairy farmers sold the land. And I actually knew the dairy farmers that sold the land to start the city and the town of Brandon there next to Tampa. Beautiful place. I lived in Brandon. It's the first place I moved to was Brandon. And a big dairy farm. Big, huge dairy farm. But Florida produces a lot of dairy and has a lot of cattle. A lot of big ranchers. Still ride the horses and gear up the cattle. Still have the wagons. Still go out and do the trailing. They may add a three-wheeler to it from time to time, or a little helicopter, but you'll be amazed. I'm not sure. Scott Expat. Yeah, Tom, far better to get from Aldi. I will check out how much T-bone is Aldi, but their food and chicken Kiev and schnitzels are good there. Drumsticks and wings are nice. Aldi's a good place. Yeah, it's cheap there too. They're good chain. They have some good food. Yeah, and I like the ease of. The thing really kind of surprised me is they sit down at the registers there at Aldi. I don't know if they do there in Australia, but in the States they sit down at the registers. You can't do that anywhere else but Aldi. High five, Mitch. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Thank you. High five. High five. Someone rather than Ruth's family will be there. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Mitch, you come. Well, you just come. You come anytime as far as that goes. Tom, do you ever get any questions from my emails? Tom, you never, yeah, that's right. I never get no questions from you. You never ask me. You send me. You give me gifts. He sends me links to videos he wants me to watch. Tom, I've been sharing Tom and Ruth's channel. High five. Thank you for that, Mitch. High five. And you know what? I appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. Kevin, I'm sure Ruth's family would do fine, take care of things. Just sounds sketchy for months and months. Yeah, it's okay. If they move in and have 100 people here, what can I do, right? But when I come back, there won't be no 100 people here. I guarantee that. They'll be like sweeping a broom out the door. Why did they? Let's see. John, how is everyone doing? And how was your day? John Ferris, everybody is doing fine. Ruth's outside cleaning the car. She's taking care of her turkeys. RR's doing the laundry and all her tasks. She does her own laundry and she's cleaning the blessing house, which nobody stays in. Basically, she sweeps it and cleans the bathroom if everybody's used the bathroom. And why did they take the channel down? I have no idea. They took it down because they said that I violated fair use terms. And that means copied someone else's video, according to one AI that I talked to there in customer support. The other person told me at another date, another time, that I was targeted by a group of people and they're tracking it down. Okay, and I don't know what that means. In other words, somebody, a group of people, maybe another vlogger or vloggers having coffee said let's target a channel and they targeted mine, and what that means: report, spam, and it ended up taking it down. According to YouTube, they're researching that and they're doing investigative on that and they're trying to track that down. But in the meantime, my channel is still down. Now, I talked to YouTube directly on Twitter because what I've been talked to was AI. Because anytime you talk to customer support, it's AI. I didn't know that. Tom Shipman told me. Because he's down and he's in the group there. So I said, okay. So on Twitter, YouTube says a person, they don't like any bad rapport. So Twitter, they said, we're going to take a look at it. And they looked into it, and that was 2 days ago. And I've not heard anything back. And they needed a channel link, and Ruth found it through Facebook, thank goodness. Because when you take down a channel, you have no channel link. You can't even sign on your account. Your account is gone. So the only thing you sign in on, send a letter why you think your channel has been suspended. So I sent in 14 letters now. So many I can't count. Edit, copy, paste, edit, copy, paste, edit, copy, paste every day. Sir, you can't do that. Blog's down the system. That's what the guy said. Your system's being blocked. I said, well, give me an answer back. Why it's taken down then? Oh, I was angry. I even contacted an attorney. But attorney says not much you can do about it. There is an attorney there in California who specializes in that. You'll have to hire him. It's going to cost you about $8,000. I said it's not worth it. So it's gone until further notice. And so there's not much you can do about that. The only thing that I can do, that I can really plan on doing, is focus on what is really important. And that's getting the channel back up, trying to keep what subscribers I can round up and go from there. If I can. If I can't, well, we'll figure that out accordingly, and I'll just go to the next step. But I do have that one channel. And not only did they take that channel down, they took down my Christian channel. Now, why someone would take down my weekly gospel reflection channel, I have no idea, but that one was targeted. Now, they did say that. They did say for sure that channel was targeted. It said I violated the community guidelines. And I said, by what? Speaking God's word. And so that happened a week later. And so they did say that one was targeted, but still no response on that one. So I'm looking at that, and so I'm trying to keep a positive attitude about it. You have YouTube glitches and mistakes, I guess. We're Philippine birdie, but I wanted to stop and show some support. High five. John, thank you so much. Another great channel. Thank you so much for coming on, John. You got a great family, wonderful babies, wonderful wife. John Ferris, hello. And how's there? I'm good as everyone else. Birthday party. Indian tribe called the descendants of Spanish conquistadors. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. I figured old strains of blood in those herds. Even though they're cheap and sometimes they don't have poles and woolworths don't have it, vacuum cleaners, drills, drill bits, and other things. Stakes for growing vegetables, hooks, yes. I love the turkey fight video. No. I'm listening to Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Yeah. Geez, how picky can they be now? Ridiculous. I know, Kevin. I know. So that was the thing. I don't know. I believe in God, so I just preach the word. Not everybody wants to hear from me on here, but I just do, and so they took it down. It's okay. I started another channel on that also, and I got I don't know, 300 subscribers on there, and slowly but surely some of the faithful are trying to find me there and coming back. I can't believe that even happened, but it's all right. I mean, do you realize how many channels that Tom and Ruth has helped get started? And then that happens. Not only that, it's all the old videos from 2012. I've been a member on YouTube since 2012, and the channel grew from there. I had videos on there that I had in private, and the ones that I really regret missing is R growing up, and I'm missing those with R growing up and those, so I miss those, and it's okay. I will. They're not in the photos, they're not in Google Drive, they're not anywhere to be found. It was just on YouTube. So I think it's like here, I have to be very careful on my wordage, and I have to be very careful on things that I don't want to cause any problem on Ruth's channel, and so I won't do that. So I will say, hopefully I didn't say anything bad this morning. Turkey bite, yeah, turkey bite. It's only the righteous who get attacked the most for presenting contact to the people. Exactly, John Ferris. And the guy said to me that they're fighting because, as one guy emailed me, he says they're fighting because you have content and your views are consistent, whatever amount. And some of the vloggers in the Philippines are wanting those views that you have on your channel, so they target those channels so they can get the views. I said, really? When did that start happening? He says, it's always been happening. Two of the big vloggers take down some channels. Okay, I did not know that. And they told me names, and I do remember those channels, and I do remember what happened, but I did not know that they had any deal in it. But that's hearsay. It's all hearsay. Scott Expet, do you still have Woolworths, McCoy's, and dime stores? Exactly. The porn links all the time seem to waste time, supposedly. Leaving comments, just report. I'd start another channel, just simply copy the main one. That's exactly what I did. I decided to start another channel and just copy what I did on the other one. And I see that the likes came back up. Thank you. Sometimes they're slow to hit. What happens to, that's exactly what happens. If I'll just start this one, and I won't get any funds that I was getting before on the Tom and Ruth and on the Weekly Gospel, and those two channels. Believe me, I missed my Weekly Gospel channel. I'm going to tell you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I'm not too proud to say this. I actually cried, not on Tom and Ruth, but Weekly Gospel channel. I actually cried that they took down the channel. Of all the channels they take down, what did they take that down for? So, luckily I had about 60 videos that I saved on that one. I actually saved those videos. And I just posted 30 more last night. Posted one yesterday on my podcast. Thank you guys for listening to my podcast. I had 288 downloads this week. Thank you so much for that. 288 downloads, and get this, I go on a live stream to do a live stream on my podcast. I had 5 people on my podcast. I was so excited. I don't know who they were. Two were from Tom and Ruth. The others just new people. I'm so excited. I don't have any particular days. They just popped on. They said they liked it, and so apparently they downloaded. So thank you so much for that, whoever that is, and whoever's listening to my podcast. That's nice. So I just turned one on yesterday for 300. 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Only those who are righteous are attacked. We just have Woolworths, Mitch. McCroy's are not here anymore. You guys remember, I wish I had the old Woolworths franchise. I would open those back up again with the soda fountains and have a good old hamburger place. It still do good to this day, guys. I guarantee it would. A 5 and dime still do good. You just call it $5 and $1. Or $1 to $5. Do it like that and put a bar in there. Not a bar, not a drinking bar, but a soda fountain bar. You do good. Are you kidding me? Imagine one of those here. Serve regular good ground beef, good sandwiches, things like that. You'd make a fortune. You'd make a fortune in U.S. Yeah, some guy named Mr. Thomas Young convinced me to post more videos on YouTube. I had one video on YouTube for 7 years. But you know what, though, Mitch? You've had an enjoyment out of it. And I can tell. I can tell you enjoy it. And you know what? I did the same thing to BT. I did the same thing. You guys know. I don't have to tell you how many. Too many. Too many. There's hundreds. More than 100. More than 200 channels that started by Tom and Ruth. More. YouTube, and you're right, Mitch. I did. I talked you into it. High five. Keep it up. More videos. You need to do more videos, Mitch. I want one every day. Joke. YouTube is a great platform. Except support non-existent or impossible to contact. It really is. It actually is. And if you have a problem like that, you go to. There's only one way to go, and you go to that support or email. And it's hard to actually get someone. Once you get someone, then that's who you're not talking to a person per se, even though they say they are. And if you ask questions, it's the same answers as the day before I asked. Word for word and question marks and things like that. So I did a test. And so I asked different question, different way. And it's the same answer as I got the day before. So what does that tell you? It's AI. So to get to a person, I don't have any idea. But so I did that, and we'll see what happens. And I think it'll be fine in the long run. And you know, at least I don't go on there and I show breasts and I don't cuss. And I saw a guy on this morning did a video, and he's standing there and a girl standing in front of him, and you guys kind of know, on her knees. And I said, he's still on. He has 35,000 subscribers. He's in Manila, and he's still on. And they do that to my channel. And showed him, you know, like this, and I go, unbelievable. He's still on. So Marathon means something about Tom Ruth coming to my stream. Much appreciated, mate. No worries, man. If I know when you're on, I'll come on. I you know what I'm saying. YouTube is a great platform. You're right, John. I delete and report those links, comments for going to see women, most of the German links. Yeah, me too. The one this morning is a German guy that I'm just telling you about now is a German guy. He's in Manila. 35,000 subscribers. And growing. And just talks about anything and everything, and does the walking street videos. God is showing me a hard road since again, and I understand why he's preparing me for a big thing. That's exactly what he's doing to us right now. We had a lot of things happen to us this last 60, 90 days. It's really, I know he's preparing us for something, I don't know what, but we've really gone through a lot last 60 days, a lot more than I can talk on here. And it's like, I don't understand it. You know, I don't understand why that would happen like that. And so, but we never understand, you know, live by faith, not by sight. God is showing me. Kevin Ash, in some relationships started on your channel. Yeah, 13, Kevin Ash. High five. 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. Yes. And it's good. And they're still together. There are a lot still together. And I talk to them all the time. And they don't necessarily come on here because they're here. They're here. A lot of people don't come in here because they're here, you know. Promoting love is a good thing. Exactly, John. Oh, Mitch, thank you. High five. High five. Thank you, Mitch. Young guy, colored hair, very close to. Yeah. That's him. That's him. Yeah, British. That's him. Yes. John Ferris. Yes, the last 69 days, exactly. Same thing. Yeah, same for me. It's the last 60, 90 days. I got the Tom Ruth taken down, my weekly gospel. I actually cried on that thing. I could not believe. I said, all the effort. It takes me 2 days to put together a sermon. And even though it's 30 minutes to an hour sermon, it takes me 2 days to research the Bible and do all the stuff I do. And then they take it down. I go, oh my gosh. But luckily, I saved them because I used that other software program called XSplit. And it saved it automatically on my computer, and I found it by mistake. Kevin Ash. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I mean, sometimes what happens is you just say to yourself, whatever, right? Whatever. John Ferris, I had to go get coffee offline. I had to go offline for a week just to get, yeah. I posted when my channel was taken down. I had a few videos in backup in case I get sick or I'm not well, and I just finished those and I just post them on there. And I keep 2 or 3. Like last night's video that I posted on that was on my channel last night was done 2 weeks ago when I just lost the channel. And so, and luckily it was on my phone, so I just kind of reposted it. And, and it's a lot of work goes into the videos. It's not like you just think them up and just go do a video. You know, you kind of put thought and effort in it. Yeah. And so Ruth and I decided we're going to say let's just take a month off of YouTube. And I said, well, for me, it's not a bother for me to do it. It's a simple thing for me. It's very simple for me to do YouTube because even though I have my channel and I have the new one, gospel channel that I've started, and I don't know where the subscribers that come from all throughout the different parts of the country, and the people that are subscribing, some of us have found me there, so it's kind of nice. I'm in meetings with the lawyers weekly now, and I'm finally making progress. The hearing is October 11th. High five. Well, prayers are with you, John Ferris, and I pray that you get that worked out, and I pray that that works out for your benefit, and I pray that no matter what happens, that things work out perfectly for you. And may God bless you, man. Scott Expert, porn should just stay on their own channels. Well, that's exactly right. This guy, you guys, if you guys see this guy's German guy, I just happened to catch it this morning. He does things that are really questionable, right on the borderline questionable. So, you are just franchised with driving there, or is it just a hassle of owning a vehicle? Good question. The vehicle aspect, it's not owning the vehicle, it's a problem. Honestly, driving is a hassle. Driving is very frustrating here. And you'll find that the people that do drive, eventually, they drive 2, 3, 4 years, they're going to get disenfranchised. They're going to get kind of just frustrated with it. But remember, this is not the only vehicle I've had here. I've driven here before. And I stopped driving for about 1.5 years, 2 years, because the car was broke down. But I always drove here. And back then, it was easier to drive than it is now. Roads are getting bigger, more people's getting cars, more people's getting new cars, and more people on the road. So there's a lot more. I honestly, we're selling the van because if I go to US, I don't want the van to sit here. And if I'm in US for 6 months, or if I'm in US for a year, the van will sit here. And you guys got to know the story there. I don't want that to happen. And that's the reason why we're selling the van. And I hope that, we sell it. If we don't sell it, well, we just don't sell it. BT, I had a brown out and back now. Oh, you did? Hi, BT. Tom, every video I do is sent to my data card on the phone. I buy a new one each 2 months. That way I can keep them as long as you upload through each phone. Prehistoric. It's okay. And I think that's a great idea. That's a great idea, John. I started doing, I'm backing them up on my hard drive. I got a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and I can get an external drive for this. And I only have like 200 on it, gigabytes on there. And if it gets full, I can get external drive. I got one ordered to start saving my videos. And so I started recording and saving my videos now. And only because this is going to be the last time in 2022 that on this date I do this, right? So I just was sad because all the other videos, little are so little. They're slumped over, so little, eating food. You could barely sit at the table. I'll never forget this. I had to put a pillow there so she could sit down and eat. That's my baby girl. And I lost all that. That's what hurt me the most. I mean, she's my baby. I remember coming here. She's so little. She was so afraid to come sit by me and talk to me. She was so timid. And even now, sometimes she's shy. And she'll come over and sit by Daddy and lay her head on me and say, Daddy, can I talk to you a minute? And come on. That's what I miss. And I have videos of that. Her goofing with me. One time I went to sleep. I woke up, I had full head of makeup on. It was overnight at this house when I first came here in the Philippines. She had decorated me up. I was really tired. I was jet lagged. And she had decorated my whole face and makeup and purple eyes and had all this stuff. And we have video of that. What was saved on my phone, on the YouTube. Hold on. Yeah. Bridge, I was thinking about Mitch. I think about starting a YouTube channel, but it's all about corn. There you go. Corny. High five. Mitch. Kevin, John Ferris. Just straight corn. There you go. Straight corn. Nothing wrong with that. BT made some corn videos. Probably not what you'll make, Mitch. It's driving can be hazardous. Philippine walks out in front of you, and all you can do is stop and stare at them. Well, drive there, but watch out. They're walking. The thing that just happened the other day, just a few minutes ago, was there was people stopped. The road was blocked. So it happens a lot here, road slides and things in general. And you stop, so you have to get out of your car. I just sat in my car. Well, people are outside the car. Well, everybody got in the car because it's time to go. Well, they didn't know there was a child in front of a car, and a guy ran over a child. So they're trying to get the child out. And so that's what Ruth was showing me this morning right before the stream. So that happens all the time. My fear, which the last trip I went to CDO, came back, 2 children ran out in the road right in front of me. And I was doing 60 kilometer speed. And I only had like 50 feet to stop. And when I slammed on my brakes, the brakes were good. And I fishtailed. Not only did I fishtail, so did 2 or 3 motorcycles fishtailed behind me. One came close to hit me. One went off the road into a ditch. And these kids just run right out in the middle of the road. So if that's not an eye-opener, I don't know what is. So that same day, I almost got a ticket. That's the same day I broke my mirror. And that's the same day another child ran out in front of me on the main highway, coming out of DePolo. And what happened? No, not DePolo. What's the name of that town? It doesn't matter. Runs out in front of me, gets in the middle of the street, and stands in the middle of the lane. Then decides coming back this way. 5. She's 5. She. No boys. Both these were girls. She decides she's coming back across the street. So luckily I was in the right lane. I had time to slam on my brakes and pull off the side of the road and fishtail there. So, kind of, sort of, especially you go through these provinces, it doesn't matter, province or highway, because the whole road saturated with the houses up and down the highways, no matter where you're at, even in the mountains. So that's what happened. So it can be hazardous. That's not the reason why I'm selling the van. because I can drive 30 mile an hour and still be able to stop, you know. Yeah, now she's just Daddy's little crab. You're right, she's crabby today. Crab cake. I'm going to call her crab. Crab, you know. John Ferris Mitch, yeah, exactly. YouTube is strange. I did a video, Americans Abandoned in the Philippines. 56 never views, never understood why, but it certainly boosted the channel. Yeah, it did. I saw that. You put a video on Americans. Here, I did this. I did a podcast, right? And the podcast was Why Are Americans Leaving the Philippines? And the podcast was done, I don't know, 2 months ago. That podcast, I looked last night, had over 100 downloads, and all the other ones have 10, 12, 15 downloads. So you kind of see where I need to talk about, I guess. Something do, yeah. But now we come to big towns like Mena and Car and similar to Cebu. When they had to, so good, I give up there and stop before we get into Davao. Davao, I said. So I tell you what, Scott, it get quite complicated. That was one heck of a day. I said, Ruth, today was the day that I did not need to go. I said, it seemed like everything's happening. Remember the side mirror getting hit? Remember the guy with the motorcycle clipping my mirror? Me coming close to hitting the guy on the side of the road because he decided he was drinking, and I guess he was wobbling out in the street. I just put a small amount of dill weed in my cooked corn before I froze to keep the sweetness ever it's frozen. Yeah, children have very little discipline or no discipline in some cases, yes, and they let the children do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. Children here, they have no bedtime time. They don't go to bed when they need to go to bed. They go to bed when they want to go to bed. Even R says to me, why are you putting me to bed at 8:30? She goes to bed every night at 8:30. I said, because school and everything else, I don't care. You're going to bed at 8:30. And so friends say, well, I don't go to bed till midnight, 1 in the morning. Why can't Daddy let you stay up at midnight, 1 in the morning? I went to bed the other night at 3. So R's telling me these things. And her cousins stay up at 3 in the morning. And I said, because you're with me, and I tell you that's what you're going to do, because you know what? I want you to have a good mind for your school next day. And the other day she came home and said, thank you for putting me to bed early. I will complain later, but thank you, because I'm awake and everybody else is asleep in the classroom. I drive like Filipina, so I'm good. Well, I thought that too. You can drive. How about a Filipino driving like a Filipino and he still gets an accident? There was a guy, a neighbor here, he drives really good. He's a driver. He's actually a driver. And he drives all over. He picks up guys, takes them to CDO and back, goes to different islands, goes all over. And he was telling me that it's inevitable. It's inevitable. I'm going to have a crash. It's inevitable. You're going to have a crash. Law averages only carry you about this far here. And I said, that's exactly what I said on a stream the other day. He said, law averages, it's time for me to have one, even though I'm not expected to. He says, I have them and I've had them. He said, I am very, 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 very careful. My brother-in-law said the same thing. He said, it's inevitable. You're going to have one. And just make sure that when you do, you have insurance, and make sure that the person there that you have in your car is all seatbelt up, you know. Must take the time, pay attention, go slow and watch. Yeah, well done, John. Congratulations on my streams, 95 views now. 95, hey, that's good. And John, it's good. 56,000 was good. Yeah. British expat is saying, God bless you, Tom. I love you, man. And I'm not Pikla. I love you too, John. You're a good guy, really good guy. We've been friends a long time. In fact, you and John James was always on channels for a long time ago. Are you crabby? No, she's not crabby, Mitch. She's not crabby. Why don't you come say hi to everybody? Well, come here and say hi to everybody real quick. Quick. Hustle up. Share it out the stream when I came on. Group maybe that would help. Seems good. Thumbs up. Exactly. Come say hi to everybody. Come in. You look pretty. Come in. She's doing her hair. There's my baby.
What? Why you come here? I don't like it.
Well, come and say hi. See? There's my baby.
Why do I look so weird then?
Yeah, you look beautiful, honey. You're my girl. So, you're spoiled. No, she's not crabby.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Well, come sit. You want to do the live stream with Daddy?
No.
Huh? Well, come over here and sit with Daddy a minute. There you go. There she is. Oh, she had to look and show us how she looked in the picture.
No, I look so brown there.
You look so brown. You are brown.
No,
Brown's
but
beautiful.
not like brown like that.
Yeah. Okay. Share it out stream when I came on group. Maybe they help seems thumbs up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 113 people. 113, yeah. Bukla. What's Bukla mean? That's Tagalog. What does that mean, RR? I only drive outside the town now, but
What?
what's Bukla?
Bukla.
Tagalog?
Spell it.
Bukla. Don't know. I only drive outside towns now, but Dad drives through the towns. I get international license, RSV, Roadside Insurance Company here. Yeah, you can actually get an international driver's license. I think it's $15 to add it to the American driver's license. And you can drive anywhere in the world with that international driver's license as long as the countries accept that particular license. And the Philippines does. I think it's $15. But it's good for 1 year only. I don't know if you can renew it. I don't know anything about it. But if you come here, you can get an international driver's license and you're fine here. They just added onto your license there in U.S. and it's kind of cool. Here you go down to the LTL or to the driver's license place and they'll give you a license. Wow. I was thinking about dogs on the road everywhere. I guess it just hit them and I tried to swerve and hit something else. Exactly. The LT experience 10 times wouldn't do it again, but finally over. Yeah. LTL, just wait. You got to go back again next year. LR, you're great. What are they good for? 4 years, 5 years? I forget. You got to go back again. British expat, Philippine, John Ferris, good. Right now you can go. Right? You can go now, Tom. Come on, Ruth. Yeah, where is Ruth? Ruth, is Mommy still doing the car? Okay. Next to Daddy, you look tan, Kevin said. You want to come in the stream? Huh? Come in over here. 464 peeps, okay? Beautiful daughter. She really is beautiful. She's too beautiful. There ain't no boys going to come on that. I'm going to make sure of that. International only paid 3 months in the Philippines. Yeah, my international license 1 year. I remember. Yeah, I think it's $15. I paid. I forget, but it's good for 1 year. Here, well, for me. According to LTO. Let's see. Got my real license. Nope, not going back. My uncle's gonna go for me. Driver license doesn't mean anything anymore. Adult authorities can refuse to recognize it. Yeah. Well, they recognized mine, so I didn't care about it. In fact, they recognized my driver's license from U.S. for a while. When I went back to the States, when I went back and did the trip States, I went and got that license. So, and they accepted it, so it's fine. It's common sense tells you it's just more of a do you have and do you don't have, and that's what it is. Do you have or don't have? If you have something, and say you have a license and you didn't go down and change it, they'll warn you and tell you, you need to go down and get that changed, whatever. But really, overall, it's the main thing is registration on that car. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the registration on that car. Bukla is ilacono. Oh, it is. Definition: happy, feeling, showing pleasure or contentment. Oh, I did not know that. Ilacono, huh? Ilocano. Ilocano or Ilocano? We see white-skinned people here get darker than Filipinos sometimes. They love the dark tan during the summer. They do. I just want to mention that I really like that green shirt. Man, thank you. It is cool, ain't it? I put it on that software I have. It's OBS. Well, my camera is set for green screen, right? So I can take out the background. All you can see was my head like this. And it was really strange. You can see this, and then you can see this. It was bouncing around the screen. So I was doing this, and my head bouncing, and you couldn't see this. Now this is green here, right? You can see this, but you can see the black outline barely. But it was the funniest thing. So I was thinking about doing a video like that. Yeah, it's the only one that fits. Thank you, Mitch. This is Mitch's shirt, I think. Mitch, is this your shirt? It's got to be Mitch's. Mitch, I think you're a big guy like me, right? I just want to mention I really like that green shirt. Thank you. I don't have a lot of shirts. Sometimes I did my sermon yesterday morning in a really nice shirt and a pair of shorts because I was doing it here at the house, and it makes it easier, for me like that. And thank you for that. Green, right? Yeah. I was like, I told Ruth, I said, I don't mind doing, like, I need to clean out my closet in there and get some of those clothes I have, but I do have some nice, this one right here is, the t-shirts I have they're really hot. They're really hot t-shirts. They're the heavy duty t-shirts, really heavy duty, and they're really hot for me. That's my old shirt and sometimes NASA sunglasses. Exactly. British expat is saying, here in the province of Union refers to gay men. Oh, it is? Oh, okay. That's my old shirt and sometimes NASA sunglasses. Yeah, I think I got a pair of NASA sunglasses in there. People want that NASA shirt I wear all the time. I don't wear it all the time because I want it to last, but they want that NASA shirt and want to know where I got it and if I worked for NASA. Sir, can I have that shirt? Did you work for NASA? I said, no, but my friend did. Oh, really? Where? I don't know where. He's a teacher, I think. Mitch, what do you... Well, I don't know that you can say. I don't know what you did at NASA. I don't know what you did at NASA, but whatever it was, good for you. God bless America. God bless America. I have a coffee cup from Johnson Space Center. Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, where's my coffee cup? It's empty. Hey, RR! You love your daddy? You love your daddy? Come here a second. I got something I got to show you real quick. Come here. Young phone?
With Zaira.
Yeah?
Say hi.
Hi.
Not yet.
Oh. Hi. Hello. Where's she at? Tell her put her head in there.
Patanawa na yung now.
Yeah, put the now on that now. Let's say hi. Hi. One of RR's friends. Tell her there's 476 people on this stream.
Nay nagtanaw sa yung live stream 400 ka bok na apil ka dai.
Put her on there. There you go. That's RR's friend. Would you make Dad some coffee?
Okay.
So, I tell you what, one thing about Filipinas, Filipino, the culture is so sweet. There was a guy the other day. I was cranking the van right when the thermostat was ruined. I was trying to crank. In other words, pressure was built up in it, right? It wouldn't crank. And the guy came over, and he's so sweet to me. He had his little daughter with him, and he was so sweet. He said, "Sir, I can help you with that." I said, "I think I need to release the pressure in the radiator." And he said, "It's exactly what it is." He said, "I think you have bad thermostat." I said, "How do you know?" He said, "I'm a mechanic." So we opened it up, and we released the pressure. Wasn't even hot. I've been running it. It wasn't even hot, and that's exactly what happened. No pressure. I need some sleep, Mitch. Been up since 4 a.m. High five. I'll see you. Yeah, I'm going to close the stream down here in about 5 minutes or less. High five. Thank you so much for the super chat today, and have a good day. Nice young lady on phones. Yeah, she, that's our classmate, and usually they have group chat. There's 3 or 4 of them on at a time, and just go good people. God bless everyone. See you later. Yeah, RR is something. They truly beautiful people and cute. That's why I married. I know. Ruth the other day looked so cute. Okay, I got to tell you, she just looked cute. And I asked her, I said, "Why are you leaving the house so beautiful? You're too beautiful to leave this house." She goes, "What?" I said, "If any man looks at you, I'm going to get angry." Joke. It's a joke. And she goes, I go, really? I'm going to get angry. She goes, Daddy. I said, I'm going to get angry because men look at you, you know. And if they look at you and you're so beautiful, I said, what am I going to do? Somebody said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying with you. I said, good. You better. But I was joking with her, but she looked so cute the other day. Yeah, pretty lady. Yeah, Mitch, see you later, my good friend, Mitch. See you later. And thank you for the support, Mitch. When you ever heard the spoon ting in the cup, we called it the coffee bell. Yeah. Or takes care of Daddy. Sometimes she gets in crabby mood that you don't want to take care of Daddy, but she takes care of Daddy. But I take care of her too. She wants ice cream, she has ice cream. She wants Coke, she has Coke. She wants something, I get it for her. She never needs anything. In fact, I got her spoiled. And sometimes I have to reel her back in that you know, we're not rich here, you know. And how's Mark King? Mark King, tell me the latest, greatest things going on in your life. Tell me what's going on. Mike T, man, are you still on here? And hopefully you are, and hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully you're doing good. Tim D, how are things there with you? Great video. The guy that does your editing on your videos doing a great job, and I want to tell you, great videos. And so you, BT. All you guys doing good jobs. John Ferris, you got a shotgun when the boys come knocking? I sure do. I don't have one. It's right here. Right here. Hold on. I'll show it to you. Shotgun. Don't need it. R said, Daddy, I feel sorry for the guy. He said, you patted a Filipino on the back the other day, and I think you broke his back. I said, what do you mean? She said, you were tapping so hard. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, he was shaking like this. I said, oh, I did not know. And I said, it's okay. Yeah, but I do. I have I keep an eye on her. It's like anything else. You got to parent your children. Parenting here is kind of let the children go whatever they want to do, when they want to do it. Go to someone's house when they want to do it. Stay there and go somewhere and go over here and go over there and do this and do that. Well, in this household, she don't leave and go anywhere till I know where she's going. And there's a time limit. There's criteria just like it is in the U.S. And before, you know, I raised 5 girls. Okay. So I know what it's about. 5 girls. I raised 5 girls. And so during that time, when I raised those 5 girls, I learned a lot. And what I learned is if they tell you something, 99% of it is false. The other 1% is you can believe. And when they tell you something, well, I'm going to go over here, we're going to go study. Well, no, that means they're going to go to the mall, they're going out and date on a boy, or they're doing whatever. And I've learned that through the years, right? So when R tries her things on me, she goes, how do you know? Because I've been through it, and I'm an old man, and that's why I understand. So if a boy's want to come see you, or if she's on the phone talking to a boy right now, I'd have a problem. She talked to her friends, but I don't want to know that, and I tell her that. She's 14. I don't want to be on the phone with boys, because boys at 14 and at 15 and 17, as you know, they're 17, 18, and 19 wanting to get with the 14-year-olds, and there's one 17 or 18 with a 12-year-old. I said that should not happen. Does the parents know? Oh yeah, they know. Okay, all right. My e-bike got delivered a few days ago. It goes 35. So fun to ride. Big old fat tires and front suspension really soak up the bumps too. I like those things. We go out to eat lunch 2 times a month. BT. Going to immigration for fingerprints and pictures for your 13A. Good for you, BT. Good luck to you. Yeah, BT. What they did took me 3.5 years to get my 13A. But what they did a few months ago, I didn't tell anybody this. I had to go back to the Bureau of Immigration, do a final interview. They said, okay, everything seems to be fine because of the COVID. All right, so remember, I already had my thing, but it's a redo. Oh, really? He said, well, you owe 29,000 peso now. New rule. I said, what? You need to pay 29,000 peso. I said, Ruth, go to the bank, pull out 20,000 peso. I have the rest in my pocket because I had like 15 in my pocket. Oh, really? I said, yeah, come pick up the ACR card when it comes back in. That's where I got to go to. New rule, 13A. People said, oh, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Okay, I'll prove it to you. Here's receipt, here's receipt, here's receipt, here's receipt, here's receipt, here's receipt, here's receipt. Took me 3.5 years. Well, you know, you want those stories? Now, granted, where you're at, you probably can go and do it, but each area is different according to what they're doing now. And I asked the guy at the time, they're streamlining it, and they have to get back to the basics. So when you do your fingerprints and you submit that, then you'll have to go back in. They'll do a retest. You'll have to go back in for another test. And what that is, you sit in a chair, she sits in a chair in separate rooms, and they ask questionnaires. Now, maybe not where you're at. That's what they did to us after we did the fingerprints. I think I came in 60 days after, 30 days after. Doesn't matter. Then had to do it again for the final. Then had to go back. And then had to go back. And then had to go back. That's for my 13. That's finalized. Everything's fine. It was finalized before, but a new rule came down because of the honey badger. Oh, it was sad, sad, sad. So I'll tell my editor when I see him. Yeah, exactly. Going to immigration. I tell you what, though, they know me there. They know me. They watch the channel, by the way. So they don't watch. They may not watch the other one now. The guy called me a day and when you told him to bring it, we wouldn't. What a putz. Oh. Good luck tomorrow. Yeah, good. Yeah, good luck. God bless you, man. I hope it goes well for you. I hope it goes easier than it was for me. I hope it really goes a lot easier than it was for me. We refiled the papers 10 times, 9 times, because new rule, need to go get a letter from the attorney. Need to do something else from another attorney. Need to show this and the reason why you're sponsoring. After it's all been turned in, it was a nightmare because they changed it up there, and it changed, and it changed, and it changed, and it changed. And the ladies got me on speed dial. So she calls me the other day and says, hey, your card's finally here and I'm finally done with you. I said, thank God. I said, when I come pick that up, I'm going to be so happy. She says, do we have your old, their 5-year card? I go, I think so. I don't have it. You made me give it to you last time. Well, you need to bring it if you don't have it. I said, well, I don't have it, so you got to figure it out. I said, I'm not bringing nothing else. I'm tired of coming over there. I'm on first name basis with everybody there, because it's a district office. It's a regional office, so people come from all over there, and I go, okay, so finally, but bring your old 5-year ACR card. But anyway, they got new rules, new things. So for me, I can only say for me because I don't know what's going to happen with you. I just know for me, it was a torture. And for a friend of mine's going through the same thing right now. He's been trying to get his now for 3 years. Same thing. Maybe it's just our area. Don't know. Yeah. Good luck tomorrow. Sorry about that. My e-bike. And you know what? I still have those 2 bikes out in the garage. One's missing a handle, the speed thing where Ruth got in an accident and the tuk-tuk hit her and took the whole everything off and she went on the ground. That's another reason why no bikes here. No bikes. That's the 2nd or 3rd accident she's gotten into. No bikes. That's the reason we got a car. That's a good one, John Ferris. I never heard of that. We had to Triangle has to call me in when it's chore time, dinner time. Yeah, shower time. That's a lot. Yeah, it was a nightmare. I if you send me an email, I explain it all in detail. You would not believe it. Even the COVID time, we went over there during the COVID time. I don't a dozen times. This is wrong. We need to do this. You got to do this. I said, can we not get it all set before I send it in because I'm getting angry? She says, Tom, calm down. I said, I'm calming down. I said, I've been in here 19 times. I want to get this done. The guy over there in the wheelchair is just going like this, crying. He says, I just paid you $45,000. You want more money? And I'm sitting here going, I guess good. Can you could? This is finished. So, lady says, it's finished. It's not me. I turn it in. They send it back. I turn it in. They send it back. I said, it's because of all these added things. Can you ask them, please, this finishes? So, a year later, we go back. It's not just me. There's like, no. Now, next year, what you'll have to do for sure, this is guaranteed. You're going to ask the guy this when you go to the mall. Am I going to have to go online and sign in on the e-book, e-ticket online deal? Yes, you will. Everybody have to do it in the Philippines. They're going to get it all done where everybody goes through the same thing. So that thing cost me $20,000 plus $29,000 plus I think it was additional $5,000 for the medical, which you don't have to do anymore. So anyway, not counting the fuel and the gas going back and forth 20 times. Just this year alone, we went to CDO on that 13A. Since January, I only paid 300 peso. You got to realize I only paid 300 peso because it's every 5 years. The new 5-year renewal, they're making this jump through hoops again. Are you alive? Are you dead? Are you there? Just re-interview you again. Why? I've already been sponsored. No, we're going to do it again. Okay. Come back. We'll call you in 30 days. Come back. I said, I'm not made of money here. I can't keep coming back. Each time you go over there, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 pesos because you got to eat lunch and fuel and everything else, shopping. So that's what we did, and I'll never forget this when we're sitting there, and I'm in that room. I was so angry. She knew what it was. She brought me out a candy bar. Yeah, I know everything is different. It's yeah, can I come to your house still? Sure can, John Ferris. No worries. Come there in December. No worries, man. You got to go and got to ask is different everywhere. Yeah, it is. They are really nice to me. They're nice to me too, man. They treat me like gold. Nice to me too. Well, what are they going to be mean about? Not me. NBI says to me the time when I was there 4 months ago, you got to get another NBI again. I said, what's this for? I said, same thing. And you got it for the 13? Yep. Guy says, fingerprints? I said, yep. He goes, I'm known as the fingerprint man. See, this hand I got damaged. I fell off a roof. And so he has a time bending these fingers because they're numb. So he's telling me the other day, or that time when I was there, that I submit for the NBI. He goes, I remember you because of this hand. That's how I remember you. Yeah, they're nice to me too. I will teach you gold panning. Man, we do some panning. I like prospecting. Me too. The rules change, man. Oh, Tim, I'm not even going to tell you much time has changed. I have to really pray about every time I go. Pray. Things it's going to be good. Well, I think it'll be good. proper networking, proper things, yes. And that's the thing with me. I've always tried to do really good with everybody, and I've always tried to really make sure that I'm nice to everybody. It doesn't matter because you get more with honey you do vinegar, right? And when I'm in there, the district manager was there, or the guy out of Manila. He flies down out of Manila. I got an interview for the guy out of Manila. It's a new thing. Guy don't live here. He flies out of Manila. He's got to fly back. So he does all the interviews all one time. So that's what they do. They schedule 20, 30, 40, 50 interviews at one time. So when you get there, you may have to wait. You said at 9 in the morning, you may have to wait till 2 in the afternoon. You have to stay another day or two, whatever. And so they just figure it out. And that's what happened with me. So I had to go and come back. Instead of spending the night, because I got a daughter here at home by herself, and I can't take her. She's at school. You see the dilemmas here. So with me, it was really kind of a hassle, and I got through it, and I got through it fine. But it was really a hassle for me, and it was frustrating for me, I have to tell you. But I got through it. But yeah, they change the rule all the time here. That's what I was happening. That was happening with them. They never change the rule every time I go. Well, you have to. What you have to do is this. And then they said, since we're under the new rules, and this is January, I only paid $3. But come my interview this last time in whenever it was in March or April, excuse me, it was May. They said you had to pay an additional 29,000 peso for your SRV. I thought I paid when I got it all originally. It was done, and I didn't have to pay any more than that. They said no, you got to pay the 29 because I had that one for few years. I don't know, 5 years, whatever the last long, 5 years. I've been here 7. That's about right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So 7 and change, 7.5 months. So that's exactly what happened. That's the reason why I got really frustrated and angry and tired. And I didn't buy the van to run up down the highway just going to CDO. I bought it to drive around the Philippines and enjoy myself. But his times are really different getting somewhere now. So we've kind of stopped the aspect of going somewhere because it's kind of hard. Because getting Fernell Island, even the guy that does solar, he told me the same thing. He says it's really hard now to get around. It was easier before, pre-COVID. Now it's harder because of the COVID situation, non-COVID. Because they're not back up to speed yet. And he says it'll probably take about another year or two before it gets back up to speed for people to get back on times and get the income going back again and things like that. Because when we were traveling, even someone was telling me the other day they're going to Davao and then or going to Cebu, and the best way for them to go is to fly. Before you go on a ship and spend overnight and you have fun like we did that time, but now this erratic on times, they don't know when they're going, and sometimes you have to wait 2 days before you can go. Well, I'm not waiting 2 days, right? You set out in the car. I mean, I'm not waiting. I'm waiting to go and get on a ship. I'd be better just to take a bus to Davao, get on an airplane, go fly to Cebu. And so that's what everybody's doing now. Instead of doing the thing is it's caused problem on the transportation and not having the influx of that. And so you kind of see what one thing leads to another, to another, to another, to another, to another, right? It's sad, right? I want to thank everybody for coming on my stream today. I don't know Canadian experts. I'm sure all the time is impatient with them. Yeah, John Ferris proper networking. Are U.S. experts treated differently than Canadians? No, everybody's treated the same. Everybody's treated the same. Yeah, you get a visa on arrival. That's exactly right, Kevin. You're right. You want the bananas and it got gone already. Yeah. I for 30 days free, but they extend each month to 30. Yeah. And then the ACR card's 2,500 or something like that. Yeah, ACR is different, and we went through that. I told her, I said, what's this 29,000 peso I got to pay for in May? I said, I'm already on the 13A visa. I got my card. My card says this new rule. Okay. Yeah, 30 days. So it depends where you're on. So every area is different. My friend went to Davao for his 13A, and he's in the probationary period now, and this be 3 years. 3 years. Should be 2, but he said he's on his 3rd year now. His probationary is up in January. He should be close to 4 years getting his 13A. It's better to do with SRVs. Best thing to do is SRVs. Because if something happened, God forbid, BT, say your wife passes, or you guys get a divorce, or she gets mad at you and leaves you, you got to go back to tourist visa. Because she can deny the 13A. And that's what happens. That's what guys are afraid for. So guys are getting the SRVs. I think Tim has SRV. Tim D. Right, Tim? And a lot of guys are doing SRVs. Are going back to the tourist visas. Because if the Filipino gets mad, you're back at square evil. Square evil. square ground again. You got to start all over again. So you can go back on the tourist, and then you have to leave the country after 3 years and all that stuff. But and that's what happened. A lot of guys, that's what they did that. And they did that instead of getting married because they didn't want to, put the cost effort into that. But yeah, if something happens, God forbid, she passes or leaves you or says, I'm done with you, can she deport you? I don't think she can deport you, but she can deny your 13A. Yeah, that's right. You have the 13A. Yeah, see you soon. Yeah. I was told by my lady that Canadians do not need to extend a visa as soon as they're married to a Filipino. Canadians they gotta do it, John. They gotta have a 13A visa. The reason I know is my friend has a 13A visa. They gotta have a visa that I'm aware of. I don't think Canadians are treated different. I know that Ali, he's Turkish, he's going through it, and another friend of mine, Tony, he's from Portugal, and he has to go through the 13A. Oh wait, Canadian couple, Canada, they have to get 13A. Yeah, you can't stay on tourist. Tourist go for 3 years. Well, so if you get married, you just get an SRV visa, medical, whatever, and then or a 13A. 13A is cheapest. Everybody's pushing you to 13A. Well, yeah, I guess it is cheapest because I paid $1,000 for my 13A. Then during the COVID, I will never forget this. When the COVID first started, I had to pay $1,000 because I couldn't get to the thing on my tourist visa. Yeah, because we just filed, so I had to pay $1,000. I'll never forget that. 45,000, about 45,000 pesos. So Tim D, by getting SRV, you made out because I probably spent $4,000, $5,000 here just on visas, at least. I had to pay $45,000. I remember then, and then $4,400. I mean, yeah, and then another additional $400, and then I had to pay an additional $200, $600. So I count 3 years of 3 years plus, because remember when they cut that 3 years, John Expeck can tell you this. He was due to leave, and he had to pay monthly. I don't know what he was paying. I think you're paying $200 a month, something like that, right, John? If you're still here, $200 a month just to be able to stay here. And that's what they were hitting me up with. I couldn't get there because I was blocked leaving the house. So, well, blocked on the highway. You couldn't go anywhere. They had checkpoints if you're over 63 or 60. Yeah, I would have been there already if I got straight answers. Yeah, I try to get straight answers and get nowhere. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you got to, when you come in, you get a visa. You get 30 days. Within that 30 days, you go extend it. Additional 2 months. That's 60 days. If within that 60 days, you've been here 3 months, you'll pay your ACR card and all the other stuff, $2,500 plus staying here. They'll extend it for 6 more months. Then that's when you make a decision on if you stay in here, whatever. Now you stay up to 3 years on that. It's basically $1 a day. Once that $1 a day is done for 3 years, you have a choice. You leave the country, you can come back, it starts all over again. You start 30-day free visa, go back in with 30 days, you get the 60 days, which is total of 90 days total you've been here, right? You pay the 2,500 peso for the ACR card, it starts all over again, you're here again for 3 years. That's what guys did. It's the easiest, simplest way. Then they said once you're married, get the 13A, and that's what forced you to get the 13A. 13A says it's easy, man. It's only cost you about $200, $300, $400 to get it. Well, that's exactly what it did cost me. Until this year, they said since I had to go back in, it's additional $29,000 for 5 more years. So there you go. That's for me. Now, you'll have other guys in charge of do visas that said, I am an expert. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've lived here for 20 years and never had any problem. Well, you know what? You don't live where I live. And if you did live where I live, we'll go down there together and we'll go do it together. How's that? Come ride with me in the car. Right? So that's the reason why guys get mad sometimes, you know. Scott is saying, bye, Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, thank you, my friend. And thank you for the super chat. Let's see, John Ferris, I have to come back to Canada every 6 months just to keep my pension anyway, so that's okay. Regards to Ruth, yes. Okay, I'm going to call the stream. Thank you, 2 hours. Thank you so much for coming on today, guys. God bless everybody. I want to thank everybody for spending their valuable time with me today. I want to thank everybody always coming on my channel, and thank you so much, Sean Ferris. And thank you, Scott Expat, my good friend Scott, John Ferris. Thank you so much, Tim D. Thank you. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming on today. Kevin and Gemma. Oh, man. Good day, good day, good day. Good couple. Great, 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 great couple. I want to meet Kevin and Gemma one day. I want to meet all you guys. BT, my buddy BT. Mark King, thank you for coming on today. Let's see. We got John Ferris. We got BT. We got Scott Expat. Mark King. My good friend Mark King. So keep sending me the links. Mitch Brumwell. My buddy Mitch. British Expat John. Love you too. Kevin Nash. Oh, my buddy Kevin Nash. Thank you so much for coming on today. RR looks normal. Mitch Brumwell says. High five, Mr. Mitch. Sammy Chavez, thank you for coming on today. Let's see, who am I missing here? Kevin Nash, BT, Kevin Nash, Tim D, good morning. Okay. I want to thank everybody for spending their valuable time. Don't make me roll after it, my good friend. Thank you. Pat, thank you for coming on today. Mark King, thank you for coming on today. Deb, thank you for coming on today. Who else? I see someone else here. There's Deb. Let's see. TGI. I didn't know you came on. TGI, thank you for coming on. Sperlin, thank you for coming on today. Let's see. There's Jamie Chavez, Gary T. High five, Gary T. Let's see who else came on today. Emma Jane. High five. Thank you for coming on today. See you guys next time on Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. God bless everybody. And make sure I got everybody here. Bottom. Well, here, let's push this button. Yeah. The only drive outside town now, guys. Dad drives though. Yeah, town. Yeah, exactly. See you. British Expat. Bukla. Love you too, Bukla.